Joe Rogan loves to bring up Jeffrey Epstein. It's a constant theme on his podcasts, the island, the flight logs, the connections to the elite. But here's the strange part. For all the hours he spent talking about Epstein, why has Rogan never had the actual experts on his show? Think about it. Whitney Webb, author of One Nation Under Blackmail, she's done years of research tracing Epstein's ties to intelligence, finance, and political power. Michael Wolff, journalist who's written extensively on the web of influence around Epstein and his network, both have dug deeper than almost anyone Rogan has ever hosted on the subject, yet neither have been invited. Instead, Rogan tends to discuss Epstein with comedians, fighters, and political commentators. Interesting conversations, sure, but they scratch the surface. They trade in speculation and shock value, while the people with the receipts, the documents, sources, and years of investigation never make it to the table. So why is that? Is it an oversight? Is Rogan's team worried that real investigative journalists might make the podcast too heavy, too dangerous? Or is there a quiet line he won't cross, a line between entertainment and exposing the full machinery of power? Because Webb and Wolff aren't just storytellers. They name names. They connect dots Rogan's guests rarely touch. And that raises the real question. If the world's biggest podcaster avoids the best experts, what does that mean for how this story is told to the masses? And are we left with memes, rumors, and half-truths only, instead of the uncomfortable reality Epstein's story reveals about global power, corruption, and compromise? So here's the challenge for Joe Rogan. If you really want to explore Epstein, why not invite Whitney Webb? Why not invite Michael Wolff? Why not let the people who know the most finally tell their story on the world's biggest podcast? Because until that happens, we have to ask, is Rogan giving us the truth or just the version that's safe enough for Spotify?